Hi there guys, so Eddie Hearn has hit back at Shannon Briggs for claiming the fight between KSI and Logan Paul was fixed in order for KSI to get the victory. This is what Eddie Hearn had to say in response to Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs, he talks so much shit about me, and then when he sees me he couldn't be further up my arse. But what is the guy talking about? He should know better. The fight was rigged and you can't deduct 2 points? Of course you can. By the way, concentrate on your own work. It was horrific corner work. What exactly were you telling him? Logan Paul just lost 2 points. Did you tell him to go after KSI and let his hands go? Because he didn't. He's just a bad loser. Sour grapes. Shannon Briggs should know better. He ran around all week threatening people and didn't actually do anything about it. He hasn't phoned me up asking for fights. I can't imagine he wants to fight again. Maybe that's the reason he can't. He's getting on, but he's a lump and he can still fight. So there have been many excuses from Logan Paul and his team, and especially Shannon Briggs, especially considering the fight is done now. There have still been excuses being made. Now obviously Logan Paul made his excuse of, I woke up and I sneezed. Then guess what? I sneezed 3 more times. I've been sneezing all day. I was ill for 3 days. Yet he said he was in the best condition and best health of his whole life. And then after the fight, he was ill for 3 days. So I don't know how that works, but still, obviously he is making excuses, and his coaches as well, Shannon Briggs, saying that the fight was rigged. Now, Eddie Hearn, he cared about the fight, but I don't believe he cared who won and who lost. He wanted it to be a good fight. He didn't really care who won. He wasn't really emotionally invested in KSI versus Logan Paul. He cared whether Billy Joe Saunders won, and he cared whether Devin Haney won on the undercard, but he didn't care whether KSI won or Logan Paul won. You can tell by Eddie Hearn's demeanour that he didn't really care who won and who lost that fight. Now obviously the 2 points, should they have been deducted? Well, yes, Logan Paul was lucky that he didn't get disqualified, because 1 point was taken for him holding KSI's head and hitting him while he was holding his head, and the other point was taken for punching an opponent when he was down and round the back of the head. But obviously there were 3 fouls in there, holding while hitting, and hitting around the back of the head and hitting a downed opponent. That's 3. So that could have been a disqualification. So 2 points means that Logan Paul got off lightly. Plus, obviously everyone says that KSI was done after that, but as I said, Logan Paul was holding KSI's head when he hit him with the second shot. Obviously the hit around the back of the head, it was a tap, it wasn't a huge punch, so that wouldn't have caused all that much difference. But the punch where Logan Paul was holding KSI's head and hit him, that one would have taken a big effect, more than the first punch that landed on KSI. And I'm guessing you think I'm being biased towards KSI. I'm not. I don't really care who won this fight. I just wanted it to be a good fight, good for boxing, and to bring more fans to boxing. And I believe it has done that. But I really didn't care who won. I just thought, let the best man win. And the best man on the night was KSI. I believe Logan Paul was better technically. I believe that Logan Paul is a better boxer. But KSI came to fight. And KSI shown the heart of a lion. He came in there to fight. Logan Paul came in to box. And given Logan Paul's experience and skill level at this stage of his career in boxing, he's not skillful enough or experienced enough to outbox someone who comes to have a brawl and have a fight. It takes a very skilled boxer to outbox someone who comes with that kind of heat. And Logan Paul just wasn't there yet. In 10 fights time, maybe he would be able to outbox KSI. But on this occasion, just going in there and trying to have a fight, which KSI done, won him the fight. That was the reason why KSI won, because he came to bring the heat. He came to put it on Logan Paul, do exactly what he said he was going to do, and that was stand there and trade with him, whereas Logan Paul did not want to do that. KSI was right in the build-up. He wasn't afraid to get hit, but Logan Paul was afraid to get hit. That was why he was constantly on the back foot. So all in all, was this fight fixed? No, absolutely not. It was in Logan Paul's backyard for one as well. So there was no way that this fight would be fixed for an away fighter. Plus, as I said, the 2 points taken away from Logan Paul were justified. And obviously you have the knockdown from KSI that did not count as well. So that would have gone in KSI's favour. That would have been a 10-8 round had that knockdown been counted, because it was a legitimate knockdown. So no one can say this fight was fixed and was favouring KSI, because it wasn't. But guys, what are your thoughts on this? Eddie Hearn hitting back at Shannon Briggs for saying the fight was rigged. And do you believe that the fight was rigged? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.